We can only treat other people how we treat ourselves. And I've thought about the argument of like, well, what about people who are severely like depressed, but they treat others with kindness and love? Listen, that was me. Those people are givers. They don't allow themselves to receive because they don't feel worthy of receiving. But that love that they give to other people, it comes from the neglect of the loving themselves. We can only treat people how we treat ourselves because we can only see other people through a filter of how we see ourselves. So if somebody is beating themselves up on a constant basis, they probably look at strangers like I was at this point in my life where I was looking at, and I can only speak from my experience. I was looking at strangers like, oh, they probably think that they're better than me or something. Like, oh, like what? But I was really feeling like I was inferior because I was telling myself, because I had been told from other people that I was this or that I was that, and I believed it, I internalized it. And then I just told that to myself for so long that I really started to believe it so deeply. And then I started to project onto other people like they were this and they were that, and well, you were wrong and this and that and blah. All I was doing was keeping myself in a loop, a negative feedback loop that goes nowhere. Me comparing myself to others, it's a waste of time. Me arguing with other people, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy because all I was doing was running myself dry, running myself on empty. I was feeling negative. I wasn't doing anything purposeful because I was using all of my energy to argue or to be this or to put myself on top or to be this. You got so many better things to do in your life, so many more options, so many more possibilities than to try to be right, than to try to be the last man standing in a battle. You're the only one fighting. Because you could be the one arguing, but other people could be walking past you just smiling, having a nice day. And you could be like, and you're the only one fighting it. You're the only one fighting that battle. You're wasting your time. To try to put yourself on top, that's the ego. The ego wants to be on top because if the ego's not on top, it feels inferior. And the ego doesn't want to feel inferior. But the ego's not a bad thing. The ego's not evil. The ego's not a sense of someone's a bad person. The ego is just a survival mechanism. It just wants to keep you safe. It's just doing the best it can with the level of input it received over the years of you growing up. And now you're at where you're at, but you don't have to remain there. Just give yourself love. If you can, is when you can.